the lane to Fontecchio. 4 on the clock. Nothing happening here for the Jazz. Butler's got to take it from behind the timeline. Short on the 3. Rudy Gay jousting for the rebound. Keeps it alive. Powers it back up and in. Plus the foul. Rudy Gay. Five rebounds for Rudy Gay tonight. 4 points. 2 of 6 shooting. 95-77. Jazz down 18. They're still kind of in their regular rotation. Fontecchio just took the Nickeil Alexander-Walker minutes. Alexander Walker, 11 minutes tonight. No points, 2 rebounds, and assists, 0 for 4 shooting. So Fontecchio steps in and gets his minutes tonight. Here's Wesley. Blake Wesley out of Notre Dame. And the Jazz get a turnover, and here they come the other way. Butler finds a trailing Horton Tucker to the rack. He rises high, scrapes the ceiling, cocks and hammers. Woo! Talen Horton Tucker. Wesley, 25th pick of the first round, driving, Kessler blocks it. Butler pushes ahead. Fontecchio on the run. Layup short. He just couldn't get up.
That's why that backboard is there.
Fast break the other way. Wesley defended beautifully at the rim by Horton Tucker. Here comes Butler. Jarrett into the front court. Jazz down 16. Butler with a high dribble hesitation crossover. Spin. Nowhere to go. Bounces out to Rudy Gay. He fires a contested 3 on the right side. It's no good. Fontecchio offensive board. Back up with his 3. No good. And the rebound comes down to the Spurs. Langford. He wants a 3. He misses. Rudy Gay, left side, isolation, 1-on-1. He passes out to Horton Tucker, calls for the ball again, does Gay. He wants it back, he goes into the lane. Offensive foul as Rudy Gay puts the shoulder down. He pulled the Adrian Dantley, Ron Boone. He pulled the AD. Rudy Gay went AD right there. Thurl Bailey's having flashbacks. He threw the outlet pass high enough and soft enough so there was no way that the guy could do anything but throw it right back in the post. Adrian Dantley, vintage, great number 4, retired up there on the ceiling from 79 to 86 with us. Used to get it in the post, and when he didn't have it, he'd lob it just high enough so that Thurl Bailey couldn't do anything but re-enter it into the post.
It's the soft pass. It's the soft pass. It's throw it soft enough, the defense can recover, now they give it back to him.
I love it.
The experience of being an NBA player.
I can't believe you saw Richard Sherman on the postgame show the other night on Amazon having like triggered flashbacks from Russell Wilson not running the ball and throwing interceptions. I'm sorry, Thurl's okay over there. I'm surprised Thurl's not triggered. Horton Tucker dribbling now, loses control of the ball, flailing in the air, turns it over. It bounces off Rudy Gay out of bounds.
So how did running the ball work for Kansas City the other night, last night? Monday night.
Kansas City won, right?
Yeah, Kansas City won, but they tried to throw a pass for a 2-point conversion. Yeah.
We're in the fourth quarter, preseason game number 3. Jazz trailing 95-79. Wesley, beautiful one-hand skip pass out to Hall. Back rim no good. Kessler with a nice rebound. Horton Tucker to the front court. In and out right-hand dribble, big power to the rack. He draws the foul, and Horton Tucker's getting free throws. You know, when you're not a player, there's... Note back to the studio, I don't know if this has been solved, but I'm getting a bunch of notifications that we're double feeding Fox Sports Radio and the Jazz game at the same time. Maybe we've solved that problem. That would actually be probably a problem over at Bonneville, not a problem on our end. Hey, it's preseason for all of us. 95-79. Jazz, 8 minutes left. Horton Tucker at the line. Horton Tucker's a big body, and he's learning how to use it.
235 pounds.
Misses both free throws, however. And only 6'4". Horton Tucker last year shot 80% at the line, 78% in his career. Here's Wesley. 20-foot pull-up J, no good. Rudy Gay with the board. Rudy Gay brings it to the front court, lobs it in traffic to Kessler, makes a fabulous catch and finishes, plus the foul. That's a pretty terrific play by Walker Kessler right there, with Isaiah Roby draped on him, running at full speed with no angle. That pass was thrown on the same plane that he was running, which makes it a much more difficult pass than if it was thrown on an outside plane coming in. That's a nice play, and he catches and makes the free throw as well, and the Jazz have cut the deficit to 13.
Yeah, that was a Rudy Gay pass, who got the rebound and started the fast break. Passing ahead. You hear coaches talk about that all the time.
Rudy Gay's first assist of the night to go with his 7 rebounds. Driving to the basket is the Iowa Hawkeye, Joe Wieskamp. And he gets it stripped and knocked out of bounds. Wieskamp making his first appearance. Wieskamp did play 29 games for the Spurs last year, played 3 years at Iowa as a Hawkeye. And the Jazz break down defensively, and catching on the slice through the lane is Wesley. But here comes Horton Tucker, who blocks it. Fast break, Walker Kessler through the lane for a jam and a foul. And the Jazz have cut it to 11 in Salt Lake City on an 11-2 run.
Pass ahead. Put the ball ahead of the defense. You never know what's going to happen. And Hall picks up that foul.
Crowd into it as the Jazz have cut it to 11. 7:12 left here in the fourth quarter, preseason game number 3.
You know, and this
Spurs
is what I saw in training camp with Kessler running the floor, straight down the middle of the floor. What is taught for, centers and big men his size.
Misses the free throw. He's got 8 points. Jazz have their second team rotation on the floor. Spurs have gone deep into their bench. Johnson, Lees Johnson, he's bounced around the league, playing on a 6-man trap. Here's Wieskamp, a deep 3, it's off the glass, no good, rebound Butler. Chance to get it down to single digits for the first time since the first quarter. Butler comes off a Kessler pick, hesitates, crosses over, steps back, pushes it to the wing to Gay. His left-hand dribble in the lane, stops for a mid-range 8-footer and nails it. 9-point game. Timeout, Greg Popovich. Crowd comes to their feet in Salt Lake City. The passion of Jazz fans in a preseason game with this kind of energy. Timeout on the floor. You're listening to Utah Jazz basketball this year on 97.5 FM as well as Sirius XM NBA Audio League Pass in the Utah Jazz app.
My name is Bobby Staples. I love dirt roads, saving our public lands, and my Subaru is off-road ready. If you are in the market for a new vehicle, I highly recommend Mark Miller Subaru. What I love about Mark Miller Subaru is their promise price guarantee. I can go up to any vehicle that they have on the lot and look at the sticker, and I know that's what I'm paying for it, that there's no hidden fee. Subaru is a brand I trust, and Mark Miller Subaru is the local Utah retailer that I love.
Want to win big with your pets? PetSmart has anything they need, however you need it. They make it easy to score food, treats, toys, collars, beds, and more. Whether your most valuable pet is a dog, cat, reptile, fish, or small pet, you can get what they need at PetSmart quickly and conveniently. Shop 1,600 stores, PetSmart.com, or their app and try same-day delivery for free in-store or curbside pickup. PetSmart, anything for pets.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. We can help you if you've been injured in an accident. We've been handling injury cases and only injury cases for over 30 years. If you've been injured in an auto accident, you need and deserve an experienced law firm in your corner. Call us for a free consultation at 801-222-2222. That's 801-222-2222. You can also learn more by going to siegfriedandjensen.com. We're here to help you.
When it comes to NBA basketball, the action is non-stop next level. And NBA League Pass gives you more. Stream more live games, Get more expert analysis, more camera angles, more classic games, more incredible action. All the way you want it. NBA League Pass. Subscribe today and stream more.
Vanderbilt skies for the board. He's an elite rebounder. Pushes ahead to Horton Tucker. Uses his powerful body to get to the rim. Reverse side layup. No good. Vanderbilt jams it home. Data Jobs drives the lane. Horton Tucker with round ball robbery. Steals it. Vanderbilt out in front. Vanderbilt dunks it.
He's 6'9", 214, and he works harder than anyone out there on the floor around the glass.
The Houston, Texas product. Jared Vanderbilt is our hot player of the game. Brought to you by our friends over at Vivint. Vivint, smart security professionally installed. Jazz have cut it to 9, 95-86. 3-ball left side up and in for the Spurs out of the timeout. That's Romeo Langford, former 14th pick of the draft by the Boston Celtics. Butler out on the floor for the Jazz along with Horton Tucker, Fontecchio, Rudy Gay, and Walker Kessler. Here's Fontecchio for three. Tickled to Twine. A beautiful pin down on the right side brought Fontecchio to the top, and with his wide base and his high release, able to nail that shot. Here's Wieskamp for the Spurs. Right side, Langford. Works off a baseline pick. Works the baseline, bounces it out to the wing. Johnson with a push shot, no good. Rebound, Rudy Gay. Jazz within 8. Gay will bring it to the front court himself. Gets an early pick from Kessler. Hesitates now, pulls for three on a no-pass possession. No good. Offensive rebound battle off the Spurs. Kessler kept it alive. Jazz ball.
Well, they went underneath the screen on Rudy Gay. I don't think they're upset with that shot there at all.
Just hasn't made that three tonight. He's 0 for 5 from 3. 8 rebounds for Rudy Gay. 10 for Markkanen leads the team. Inbound to Fontecchio. Top 3 right corner fadeaway. No good. 14 on the shot clock. That was as tough a look as you can get. Skip pass to Wieskamp. 3-ball comes from Barlow. It's good. Barlow's a live wire 2-way contract. Dominic Barlow. 189. Butler, high pick and roll off Kessler. Rotates it to high to Horton Tucker. High arcing 3, no good. Rebound grab by the Spurs. Johnson will bring it up to the front court himself, leave it behind for Malachi Branham, and Branham knocks it down. Branham's another one of their draft picks. They got him in the Derek White trade. In other words, they traded Derek White, got the Celtics' first-round pick, and then used that 20th pick of the draft. Actually, take that back. They got Branham in the Thad Young deal. When they traded Thad Young to Toronto, they got Blake Wesley in the 25th pick with the Derek White trade. Spurs had 3 first-round draft picks added to the roster this year. Jeremy Sohan, Blake Wesley, and Malachi Branham. Horton Tucker draws a foul. He'll go to the line. 17 minutes for Talon Horton Tucker tonight. But he is 0 for 3 at the line. Boy, if the Jazz had made their free throws, they really could have cut into this deficit. They are 12 of 23 at the line tonight. 1 of 6 here in the fourth quarter. Jazz are still not shooting it well. 39% from the field and 23% from 3. They're down 13 with 4:30 left. Utah Jazz play-by-play brought to you by Instructure, the makers of Canvas. Left side, Wieskamp for 3. The 43% college three-point shooter misses. Kessler rebounds, outlets to Butler. Butler, beautiful crossover, skip pass to Gay. Rudy drives the lane, in traffic, goes up to the top floor and jams it. Rudy Gay.
And push the ball ahead, the skip pass to Rudy Gay in the corner. He breaks the defense down.
Johnson, big steps in the lane, no good. Rebound, Walker Kessler. Down 11 with 4 to play. Butler initiating. Crossover, drive, left hand to the rack, underhand, right hand, scoop, no, loose ball, rebound, Rudy Gay! Kick out to Butler, right side three, yeah!
And all of a
the
sudden,
Jazz
Rudy
have
Gay.
a technical foul on the Jazz on a sideline warning for excessive celebration after the Jared Butler three.
Yeah, I saw this with the Laker game the other night, David, where they made that call as well.
It's supposed to be a warning, not a technical, to the best of my knowledge.
Well, maybe there's been a warning, but
Branham misses the free throw.
that's one of the point of emphasis that they want to make this year.
They want the bench seated because it impacts play and it impacts fans.
Yeah, it got to the point where the bench was standing. You know, you got season ticket holders sitting down there. They don't want us to have to look through.
Maybe there was a delay game already given by the Jazz today. Spurs have it. Jazz are within 8. Quick turnaround jumpers, no good. Rebound, here comes Butler on the run. Jared. He's got 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Off a Kessler pick. Bounces to Walker. Slam dunk! Timeout pop. Walker, Kessler from Jared Butler. And the Jazz have cut it to 6 with 3:18 to play. You're listening to Utah Jazz basketball, available this year at 97.5 FM, Sirius XM, NBA League Pass, and the Utah Jazz app.
Down there, it's a nail biter, but up here, it's a break for fun, food, and jazz fandom. Welcome to the Ford Fan Zone. High atop Vivint Smart Home Arena, the Ford Fan Zone features social corners to meet friends and associates at the game. The Ford Fan Zone team dishes up free jazz tickets, movie passes, and Ford swag, and photos with jazz favorites. And the all-you-can-eat buffet is stocked with hot dogs, drinks, and snacks. Food, fun, fans, and Ford, all part of the Ford Fan Zone. Get your game and buffet ticket package at UtahJazz.com. Sponsored by your local Ford stores.
I'm unique, and so are my financial needs. That's why when Zions Bank says they're dedicated to valuing you, supporting you, serving you, understanding you, protecting you, what they're really saying is they're dedicated to providing me with tools and services designed to meet my unique financial needs, no matter what stage of life I find myself in. It's just one of the many ways Zions Bank is for you and for me. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 467014.
When it comes time to move, it's always a hassle. Loading everything in the truck, hoping the priceless antique from your mother doesn't break, and trying to juggle the kids and dog in the middle of it all is enough to drive anyone crazy. But it doesn't have to be that way. The friendly, background-checked movers at Bailey's Moving and Storage have the expertise to move your family across town or even around the world. So when it's time to move, think Bailey's Moving and Storage. Call today at 801-218-2640 or check them out online at Bailey'sAllied.com.
Did someone say ice cream? At Far Better Ice Cream, we refuse to be ordinary. After 100 years, we have become Utah's most preferred ice cream. Our rich history of ice cream has always been filled with the freshest ingredients and made with love from the Far family. Make sure to pick up Far Better Ice Cream at finer grocery stores across the state or have a scoop during the game. At Far Better Ice Cream, we refuse to be ordinary, and we will never settle for anything less than legendary. Far Better Ice Cream.
(103-97), Spurs by 6 with 3:18 left. If you're just tuning in, the Jazz trailed this one by as many as 27. They've outscored the Spurs in the fourth quarter 24-10. Walker Kessler with 5, Rudy Gay with 4. Jazz are playing their second team in this quarter. Spurs have gone to their third team, if we're non-rotation players, and that has spurred the Jazz on. But they've got this arena popping, and they've cut the deficit down to 6. Branham, the rookie out of Ohio State, 20th pick of the draft, works the left side of the floor. Malachi, top to Hall, their two-way player. Hands to Wieskamp. Wieskamp in the lane, big steps. Kessler rejects it. Picked up by Hall. Shot clock expires. Hall fires before it goes off but misses. Offensive rebound. Spurs kick out Branham for three, and he hit it. Third opportunity puts the Spurs to within 7-point lead. It's Butler, Horton Tucker, Fontecchio, Gay, and Kessler, and it has been all quarter. Hard drive. Horton Tucker bullying into the lane, misses. Walker Kessler picks up the garbage and slams it home. What a great bounce back for Walker Kessler, who had a miserable open to the game tonight. Branham, another three, right side, no rebound. Gay down by 7, 2:14 to play. Gay to the front court. Rudy's got 9 boards tonight. Works the right-hand dribble, flares back to Butler. 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists for Jared. High pick and roll with Kessler. Hesitation, retreats back out. 8 on the clock. He wants to go one-on-one. Jared does. He crosses over. He squirts in the lane. He hangs with the right hand. It's an air ball. And the rebound comes down to the Spurs. Branham. Controlled left-hand dribble in the lane. Flares it out to the high angle left. Penetrating in the lane. Laying it up and in is Barlow. And the Spurs lead by 9. Butler veers to the right side. Fontecchio comes to get it. Squirrels back behind the pick. Lets the three fly and hit. Simone Fontecchio from 3. 108-102. 123 left. Crowd chanting defense. Langford on a tight curl. Flares it back out to Branham. Back out to Langford to Branham. Back cut for Langford at the rim. He's fouled. He laid it up and he scored. Fontecchio with a foul.
And the Jazz have been burned by that back door about 3 times tonight on the weak side. And this will hurt if the Jazz are going to win this ball game.
1:11 left. Spurs looking for their first preseason win. Jazz are 1-1. Your pure threes tonight have been tough for the Jazz to come by. They're 11 of 41 from 3. 111-102. Jazz down 9. It feels like time's running out. Horton Tucker bounce pass Kessler through the lane, lost the ball. It's off the glass, ricochets to the Spurs. That'll put a nail in this coffin. Yeah. Frankly, they put us in the coffin a long time ago. They just didn't put the nail in for a while. Hall dribbles it off his leg out of bounds. Preseason, though. But it's fun. Great effort, super tenacity here in the fourth quarter by the Utah Jazz.
A nice little run, outscoring the Spurs, and Rudy Gay facilitating.
10 rebounds for the youngster tonight.
Yeah.
Jazz have outscored the Spurs 29-18 in the quarter. Fontecchio, left corner 3. No good. High rebound in the air. Grabbed out by the Spurs and Barlow. 34 seconds left. Popovich and Will Hardy spent many years together in San Antonio. First time they've coached against each other. Langford pushes to Wieskamp. His 3, no good. Just hasn't found it tonight, 0 for 5. Fontecchio leaks out, gets to the rim and dunks. Fontecchio making a little statement in his 12 minutes here in the fourth quarter with 6 points. Make it 8. Will Hardy and Greg Popovich, who had dinner together last night, give each other a nod. And the Jazz wrap this one up with a 111-104 loss. They made it close at the end. A good battle. Rudy Gay's looking down that bench trying to find old teammates. There aren't many left. Devin Vassell is one of them. And Will Hardy and his staff head back to the locker room. Have probably picked up a few things again tonight, and that's what these preseason games are for, Ron. Every little snippet of information you can get.
Yeah, you look at a ball game like this from a coach's standpoint, you start to wonder, what did we get out of this basketball game? What players were we pleased with? Go back and look at the film. Kind of liked what the Jazz did, though, Dave. They played 2 preseason games, then they had training camp again.
Right.
Which I think should be very effective for a team that you're trying to assemble and put together.
Yes. I think that's